Alright, well, I guess last time the ice cream went worldwide, but now you have to. But you decide to settle things with the Fleur family once and for all.
Yep. And Ty, if you remember, you do we have um sorry. So the two more shadows I recruited. You said you were gonna think of their classes and stuff.
Oh,
What they were.
oh, right. Fighter, fighter, and archer.
And both high level,
Yeah.
I would guess.
Like, all right. So what's your plan? And if you're wondering why it's on this bar, Carrie, we had the idea of which they went back here to get the ice cream, and you see thing around the corner, and ta-da, you could actually, and ta-da, that means more that people will recruit from here.
Oh yeah, yeah, Kiri. Uh, Ice cream was successfully made.
Yep.
I rolled a fucking nat 20 helping
Yep.
Nameless make this, and apparently we made the best ice cream, and it's a big seller already.
hmm Nice.
And we're gonna go to you about infused. I think we only have chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Yeah, the three normal flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Any more advanced, you have to roll again.
Yep. Alrighty.
Uh, so, like I said, it seems like you're. It seems like the last plan is to attack the island Flooring to finish off the Flora family once for all.
Yep. So I guess that was brief, but so I know like we have mermaid allies, correct?
Yeah,
So what I would have ordered is having some of the mermaids do primary scouting of the island. Basically, like dead of night or whatever they can, just look at the island and basically see what place would be perfect for our commandos to go through and to easily hit the two
alright.
forts.
I'm going to drag you personally to the island so you can see what the mermaid. So you can see what the mermaids. Oh, you and Arya, since you can you can see what the mermaids see.
Yep, and we would then create sort of like a small sketch area,
Oops,
and then
sorry,
pro-
Arya. So I meant to drag you back here.
probably sorry.
And yeah, sorry, I'm not exactly the best artist, but he can't exactly
No, you're all right.
like, but I can't exactly do anything about the way the can's place and make it to make it look like I want to look.
No, it's all right, dude. You're fine. So now that we basically get the rough area, we would get like almost like the size of this island. We don't know. I know about a little bit of the inside of it, so we would have like a small mock-up. And of course, this is like deep in the woods, so no one can see this. And me in the shadows, partnered with William watching, we are running drills. That way, we can at least prepare for the actual real operation. And basically, we would familiarize ourselves with, breaching in, capturing the cannons, and either using them against the enemy or disabling them. All that.
All right, here, so here's the mock-up. So here's what the mer people says. Obviously, the cans is the biggest threat. There's two in these ports here and here, and of course, there's another can port here. And the only thing I didn't bring is it's a house where the mercenaries live, so that would be about here.
Alright.
And of course, it has
And,
two huts that, as you can see, isn't exactly in best condition. The only way you could tell is like one's male, one's female, but
alrighty. So we will keep yeah, we'll keep getting any more info we
uh,
can.
the, o-
Probably
the only
also
the only
movies.
other thing I note, and note this actually on purpose because I can't actually make it without being really furry about it, is there's archers patrolling the roof, which seems to be like a sniper scope on the bows.
A scope on a bow. Interesting. How many do we count on the roof?
They could currently count two, but they also count some but they also count rotate every once in a while. So who knows how many is on watch at a time.
Alright. Is the Do we at least get a decent count of how often they do a switch, or is it just random?
Just random.
Ah, alright. What can we tell about forces inside the fort? Have you seen like changing of the guard there? Just people going in and out?
Ah, chases the guard. Yes, you see, you note that all of them have make like blunt like pistols, but you could tell none of them really used them. The guard captain has a battle axe with a freaking gun attached to it, but you notice that the battle axe but they said that the strength of the battle axe doesn't seem to be is never it seems to be never used in battle. It just looks like it's clean as a whistle.
So probably more of a ceremonial type, almost. It's almost like it's
Not really, because they say the battle axe doesn't get used, but the gun, but you can see the gunpowder on a gun barrel, so that definitely gets used.
so we can surmise that with this they're probably more one in tune that captain to use range instead of melee, which may be an ultimate weakness of his.
Not
So we getting
really, but I'm about to say not really. Most of the fighters have swords.
mm,
And of course, needless to say, you have a couple of mages just walking around as well.
all right. I'll look at William. Let's see. Is our ultimate goal to kill or capture?
As I bring all of you back to the main map.
William?
Yes.
Basically, I asked, is this a kill or capture mission?
Preferably capture alive, but if we have no option, killer.
And we'll try to see if we see anything of value that we could possibly take before heading back out.
Alright,
So run through.
the only thing that's strange you see is a strange craft about here. Like, you've never seen this craft before. It seems amphibious that could travel on land and water. This is basically a hovercraft. But you also see the symbol of the Starlight Kingdom on it.
Thought they were a republic.
Huh?
Thought they were a republic.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, yeah, it's like the yeah. You see the American flag. This is pretty much the Republic flag of
So,
the
so they
Starlight
had
King.
a king.
Oh, sorry, I said Kingdom. I'm sorry, my bad. Starlight Valley.
Yeah. No, Hope Valley, Starlight Republic.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, you see the flag of Starlight on the hovercraft.
Hmm.
And then that I guess it's time to read your plan, so they just put all you back in the main city. Well, on the main map.
All right, so seawall. We got. I think I got the base of it, but one more time, we'll run through the plan of this raid. So, sorry. So what? You give us an hour or an hour and a half of time before the main operation,
Roughly.
and our main orders are to capture or kill our main target, the lady of this
No.
house.
Your job is to make the a landing zone, the main assault fleet. Are you planning to solo the entire operation?
No, I thought you. Never mind. I was looking at something else. But it seems like the main thing we'll have to land is probably is to at least take out the 3 forts. Those forts are going to be tough, but with a number, I can at least have 5 shadows each be responsible for it, but I don't want to spread out our numbers too much. We'll at least send out a signal or something. Hmm. But yes, our main goal is to at least give your boys time to hit the beaches without being suppressed or anything. And that'll be first taking out the 3 guns. And after that, what else do you have for my team? Let's say if the landing does succeed, what plan do you have for my team after that?
Scouting ahead, avoiding combat, just giving us an idea what's ahead of us. Let the squalls and the gearmen handle most of it.
And then we'll at least help you out with any targets that we'll see. We'll point it out to your men. We'll still keep hidden. But we'll see if my men do find a target of opportunity that can't be just passed up, that can really affect the battle in our way. I at least think it would be appropriate for us to act on that, so it gives our men some chances of, or more chance of victory, or at least tip the
Just
scales
note,
of battle.
just note, if they engage in something that is not directly on the objectives and something goes sideways, they will be abandoned. We do not have the resources to exfil anyone in case things go sideways with unplanned objectives.
Understandable. Other than that, I don't think I have any other questions. I'll get these shadows prepped and ready. We know operations, and we know what we need to do. And then we'll help assist the main landing force. This is going to get interesting, my friend, I can tell you that much. Here's I'll look at William, give him the... No, head over to my shadows to brief them on the operation that we're having. And to make sure everyone knows the plan, we're at least going to split up into 3 teams to try to hit the guns all at the same time. Our main goal is to at least disable and not alert the main island of what's going on until it's too late. Our main goal is to at least take out the 3 forts, silencing those guns, giving it an easier time for the landing force to hit the beach. Then, after the forces hit the beach, we are then to at least sabotage the guns to where they're no longer used and start moving more inland. Our main goal is to scout. not get into direct combat. Point out anything that might be useful for the gearmen, so that way they know how to deal with it proper and not get surprised. That is our main goal after that. And if we do see a target near the objective, and I'm saying near, and we are able to help take it out to help lessen the trouble for the gearmen, then we'll do that. Though remember, our main thing is to not get spotted. We get spotted before the landing force even reaches, we're gonna be in for a bad time. Anyways, you all have your objectives. Get your weapons ready and everything. We'll meet with the mermaids soon, and they'll be taking us to that island. Get everything ready, men. This is a big operation. And then I will, sorry. And then my guy will go to Megan and Michael, and they'll look at both of them and say that I am going to be involved in something, and I will not be gone for long. I promise them that even though this operation does sound dangerous, I promise them that I won't leave them like last time. Not anymore. And then meet up with William, who's probably with the mermaids, I am guessing.
No, we're on the boat. Out at sea.
Oh, I thought we were still at fucking the city. That's what I
No,
thought.
We're off the coast, moving our way through. We got most of the plan figured out.
All right, my bad. Sorry.
Alright, so alright, so where are you entering from?
The northern side has less defenses.
Plus, if we do take out that gun, that means these two guns can't really shoot. Because you said they're cannons, Ty, right?
Yeah,
All right, so yeah, I don't think they could shoot with the house or the main area. I know this map's not to scale, but I'm guessing that house obstructs the guns looking over here.
yeah.
So yeah, our main plan is to at least hit this area. So we'll.
So
My
you're
guy,
gonna try to take out the guns for the mercenary headquarters.
yes. And of course, we will use the mermaids to stealthily get as close as we can without alerting them. Of course, this is probably at like, oh god, what's the? It's like 2 hours before dawn or something. See you all right?
We're operating
Yeah.
late at night.
So yeah, we still have the darkness, but not for long.
Alright, so 2 hours before, and you get as close to the island as possible before anything before anything trips goes off. So I guess we could begin. Oops, sorry. Ugh. So I guess we could begin this operation.
Yep.
And we could begin it. Either a stealth with a stealth check. Actually, was it not performance? Why do I always forget what check you made to see if we could see anything?
Perception.
Perception, thank you.
Actual perception first. All right, let
To see if
me.
you could see anything.
27.
You already knows why the mermaids decided to stop, because you see little you see little alerts little alerts that says, hey, Go here, and everyone is going to know that you're going to everyone is going to know that someone's attacking from the sea. It's
So
it's pretty much little tripwires.
is there any way for us to get past that to get to another area without tripping them, or are they all over?
You just cut them.
All right, as long as it doesn't alert them. Yes, I will have the rogue that is in my shadows, since he probably knows a lot. Have him start slowly moving up to silence, or at least cut the wires, so that way we at
Right.
least have.
He slowly cuts the wires to make sure, because he knows that also electric current flows through him as well. So he slowly cuts the wires until he can safely pass. Now, where are you going? Where do you want to come up?
All right. So we want to possibly come up just about probably like here, around this area.
Where?
What was that?
Yeah, it's possible you could come up around here.
'Cause that's where we're
But
gonna try.
remember, the mercenary house is literally about here, so if you come up there, you gotta make a stealth check almost immediately.
Oh wait, there's nothing over here.
Yeah, there's nothing over here.
All right, we will
This is where the
slowly.
I'm gonna
Okay,
place
yeah.
it back. Yeah, this is where the mercenary house slash headquarters is. So yeah, this is where the mercenary headquarters is.
All right, yeah, we're gonna approach like here with the mermaids to get us close.
All right, you approach about here, and you still have to work on your stealth check. Though
Yep.
it's just not going to be with disadvantage this time.
35.
All right, no one knows you. No one knows you come up.
All right. So now what we'll do is we will start slowly approaching from here all the way. Oh, sorry. To the fort. We will start slowly moving through, and almost like a crouch run almost, until we get near the fort.
All right, you slowly get to the fort. I just could tell my Brad art. It's pretty much mostly brick instead of obviously the can sticking out the front and the and steel door in the back.
All right, I'll look at this wall. It's brick. I'll even talk with my rogue and say, does he think we can possibly get a way to climb this wall, or is it too difficult?
Uh, make an acrobatics check.
Wow, and a skill I actually get to use. 24.
You might want to reroll that.
Yeah, 27.
Much better. So you could climb over you could climb onto the top of the fort. Now what?
All right, so we're on top of the fort. Are we like on like a roof of a building that's in the fort, or like on the other side of the wall, like the palisades?
on roof roof on top of the building.
All right, so we'll slowly start scanning the fort to see where the cannon is and where almost all the guards are. So using the rooftops, we're just gonna slowly start to scan to see where everyone is.
All right, so this fort is designed for three people at a time. Obviously, the back door Is to land more. Is to land more guards.
Wait, you're telling me there's only 2 to 3 guards in this fort?
Huh?
How many people are in this fort?
Remember, this is not exactly a huge fort. There's only 3 people. There's only 3 people manning this cannon.
Only 3. And that,
But
so wait,
but 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 to be fair, the mercenary headquarters is literally right here. If something happens to this fort, all the mercenaries that are asleep are going to run around and overwhelm you.
alright. So interesting. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we can only we see the 3 guards that are in this fort. Do we see anything in terms of like something they use for communication to let the headquarters know what's going on?
Yes, there's a small communication system. Not exactly as advanced as you have, but enough to alert
Is
people if necessary.
one of those old tube systems? Tube pipes? That you yell into?
Yeah, is it a yelling tube or is it just like something that shoots a message through?
Something that shoots a message.
Oh, like the stuff that the like banks have for their for the drive-through.
Pneumatic?
The
Pretty much like
pneumatic tubes?
pretty much a signal gun, just in case something's
Oh.
someone
Oh,
being attacked.
oh, just a signal gun?
Well, flare guns, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Alright.
one of those pneumatic tube things.
Tube. Anyways, and do we see like is it on a table or is there an individual actually holding it?
Say again?
Do we like see it sitting somewhere or is there an individual actually holding it? The flare gun.
No, you actually see it's like, hey, pretty much on a hook. On a hook.
Oh, so it's just hanging there, and then whenever someone can, they'll just pick it up from the wall and just shoot it. Okay.
Yeah, pick up from the wall, and either shoot inside, even shoot in a specific place outside, or more likely just round to the back door and shoot it.
All right. So so start ordering 5 shadows and split up. Get 5 shadows for 2 teams, so 5 and 5, and then they are going to. So like we're here, we're gonna have them slowly approach here and slowly approach here. And what the plan is, as soon as we're in position, we are going to ambush the 3 there. The team over here's main goal is to quickly move to capture or make sure the flare gun doesn't go off. Me and the other team will move in to hit the cannon crew as silently as possible. Make sure to make no noise, so that way we can then take control.
All right, you know what I'm about to say next. Roll me a stealth check to see if you could sneak to quietly.
41.
Ooh, I'm not even gonna say anything else. For somehow reason, despite the fact that it's literally a metal tube, you can safely sneak up on the can, and your two guards are literally right there, ready to ambush the flare gun guy.
Alright. And on the signal, we the signal bleh, I can't speak. When I start the signal, 2 guards will jump and to kill that guard with near the flare gun, and then the team that was near the cannon are gonna move in and kill the 2 guys on the cannon, and my guys will and me and my main group will stay as reinforcements in case and as watch in case we see anything else happen.
All right, so here's what happens. Thanks to your freaking roll. You see the two fire. You see the two. You see the three. You see the trio are just two fighters and two fighters and a sniper. The sniper sees you coming first, runs out to get the flare gun while fighters are drawing their swords. The sniper runs out to try to shoot the flare gun in the air. Make me an attack roll. See if you could down him before he shoots. He shoots it off.
I thought the two shadows were in ambush near the flare. Because I remember
Yeah,
I
yeah,
split the.
yeah. You still make me an attack roll with advantage because
Oh,
it's pretty much a backstab.
Question: how did he see through a stealth of 41?
Okay, he runs out. He doesn't know that the shadows are behind him. I want to make him attack roll to make sure he downs him. He downs him before he shoots off the flare.
see what would be the attack
They
roll?
didn't see him. He's he eventually saw someone coming up the can tube, and they all reacted like, "Oh shit, what the fuck's going on?"
Trying to what would be the attack roll, because the only attack roll I have is like my living steel musket that has that suppressor. But what would I make the attack roll for the shadows? They would all probably have the the assassin blades that
It would
Yeah,
probably
see.
be
Well,
use the
considered
assassin
light blade, so
blades.
you
It's pretty much a it's and since it's pretty much a
uh,
backstab, they're caught
uh,
unawares. So you
so
unfortunately,
literally
so
have
so
to so you
so it's
literally gotta make a 10 in order to kill him.
I don't have the stats for. Do you have the stats for the thing, Kai? Because I don't think I put it in there.
okay. What Ty? What level are they roughly? These guys? I'm assuming one of them's a rogue.
Eh, I'll do it real quick. 'Cause I probably should actually get the stats. Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, you see a guy running out, grabbing the flare gun, and next thing you know, this dude drops like a light. Seeing as a game tactic, there's no way they can overwhelm you guys. So you took
Yeah, I
one of the
mean,
forts.
all right. And I still have my communication on me, so we'll make sure that the flare gun is back where it is. We will start to move the three bodies, and I'll task three of the shadows to at least dress up. Whatever the three are the closest match in body size to these guys, I'll have the shadows start changing into these outfits to at least make it look like it's still occupied. And then,
Let me see if I could. At least at least I could see you. At least you could see what your shadows are dressing up as. So
oh yeah, let's see what these mercenaries. Okay, they look like that. All right.
that's the fighter and that's the sniper.
Yep, just having three of them. Whatever three looks like the closest body size and height for these three guards, they're gonna change those uniforms, and they're gonna stand at the position where they were. Gonna make it look like, oh, it's all good. And then once the coast is clear, I
Say again?
will. What part do you want me to? Did you hear about having the shadows? So the three shadows that I chose to dress up as guards are going to stand wherever those guys were. Basically, make it look like the fort is still occupied, that there's still people there. So let's say if a patrol passes by, they're just passing by, but they're not in the fort. They're not going to the fort, but they like pass it. They at least see, hey, the fort's still manned, giving off the illusion that yeah, they're still there.
Okay. Ironically enough, the captain of the guard, the captain passes by to make sure everything's okay, nods and just keeps going. And if wondering, this is the captain.
Oh boy, he a beefy boy. All right. As soon as we get in, I will then get on my little radio that I have, my little earpiece, and say, William, do you read over?
Yes, I read.
We took one of the forts closest towards the north side. We have the mercenary HQ next to the fort as well. Be advised, we also ran into what seems to be some wires or something on the sea to alert them if anything's coming through the sea. We were able to cut some of them. We'll give you a path into where your ships can land without them alerted.
Got it. Will do.
All right. So, Ty, we're going to prepare ourselves. Basically, where can this cannon aim? Can this cannon only aim like from here to here, or how far can it aim? Like, can it aim here?
Well, about 45 feet straight ahead and and 20 feet in the air.
20 feet in the air. Okay, so we can kind of maybe lob the shells onto the. Because my main thing is we want to see if we can maybe like is the gun mainly facing just the sea, or can it turn to hit?
And no, it only faces towards the sea.
All right. So we will. So with that now, I will order 5 shadows to rally up, and those 5 are gonna get out of the fort and then make their way over. Um, so they're gonna get out of the fort, go through this side of the island. Basically, their main goal is just to stealthily scout and report back immediately what they see. Do not get into any direct combat.
All right. Once again, make me a stealth roll.
Bah!
Oh,
Oop.
dear.
I don't think I could re-roll that.
No, you already used a reroll.
Could I sacrifice a reroll so he could reroll?
Nope.
Damn.
No, go ahead.
Thank you, Kiri.
There.
Okay, never mind. Guys, I was about to set you up for combat.
Meanwhile, in an alternate universe,
I love you, Kiri. Thank you.
just know that means I can't do any rerolls.
No.
So, what do the shadows report?
Okay, as you can see, I'm filling up the map right now with their with how the guards are pretty much set up in place.
And what are the and yeah, what are these? These like buildings?
No, those are the huts that the slaves live in.
Ah,
So they're pretty much dilapidated and pretty much they poke fun and
yeah. The guards are fucking with the slaves.
yeah. As you can see, obviously you have some mages walking around. You have most of them are fighters. And you always see that the snipers are usually in the in inside the building. And the captain is walking around. And you also notice that you see the first lady and a couple of Secret Service agents storming out the building, pretty much pissed, pretty much saying our contract with you is canceled. We have to send the supply in 30 days. I already have my navy set up. We're going to we're going to pretty much sit from now on. As she hops her hovercraft and takes off. Captain, should I kill her, ma'am? No, that would be very bad. Unless you want this island nuked from orbit, I suggest you let her go for now. As you wish.
All right. So with this, I will call up with him again. Say, basically, give a report of William. We believe that the first lady of the nation was here. Seemed like she went away in a huff. Looks like they failed to negotiate some sort of contract or something. But something about her navy or threatening with the navy. We probably don't have much time.
You better hurry then.
Yep. And basically I will feed you the area to go through so that way you don't trip the alarms as well. So we at least surprise them by landing.
Mhm.
Instead of the whole island being on alert. And how many gearmen are you bringing again?
Roughly 100.
Nice.
Just remember, these are guys on patrol. Who knows how many is in the headquarters right now?
Well, I have a counter to that, Ty. It's called set the building on fire with flamethrowers. It's called committing war crimes.
Oh boy, I need a good laugh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So we'll
so I guess the next plan is to make sure that. Well, tell me your next plan. Why you
well
have
the
work.
well the idea is we have the amphibious squalls land first, secure a beachhead with what troops they have on board them, and then have the other kind of landing boats, the few landing boats we have, land, deposit the troops, and they pull out the backpack boiler and set the charges on them for 30 minutes. They're disposable landing craft meant for only one use. And the plan is we take this out first.
Mm-hmm.
I should note that a frame building will alert the snipers.
What was that? What was that, Ty? I did not hear you.
I said I should obviously note that the plane building will alert the snipers.
Yes, but once the building's on fire, it doesn't matter anymore because we have vehicles with machine guns that can suppress the snipers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Anyway.
This is
Ty,
our D-Day.
you're a sniper inside of a building that is not designed to be sieged. You see your headquarters currently in flames. 5 heavily armored vehicles with cannons on top spitting out flames. What do you think you're going to do? Are you going to fight to the last, or are you going to run for the hills?
Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
D-Day landings. Only we have all the advantage.
Yep.
Yep. Yes. Let's go commit some war crimes, bestie. So the vessels will land. We'll secure a basic beachhead, and then we'll have the transports with the additional troops land. So now we have. So assuming we are successful without triggering anything, we now have 100 guys on the land.
I
Our
remember,
best.
Ty.
Yeah.
I remember, Ty. I did give him the area where to go because we cut
Alright.
those lines.
Because we didn't. The mage will literally just saw you right here and start catching lightning bolt.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to assume that you at least saw the rotation of the guards and say this is the perfect time to land, right?
Yep, we'll wait for the rotation of the guards. We'll have the Jaegers with us. Set up on top of the vehicles, taking pot shots at guys that we need to with their suppressed rifles. Since they've also been upgraded to the Mark II backpack pillar, so they got either additional range. They've got additional range on their one-shot steam muskets. And then we land.
All right, so you have your crew set up, ready, and start taking out a couple of guys.
And then we, if we can, try to surround this building with have a couple of guys maybe sneak out here with a handheld flamethrower. A couple guys sneak up here with a handheld flamethrower, and then we torch the building. Everyone inside.
Oh boy.
Targeting the entrances and windows with the flames.
All right, so
It all burns.
here's
And
what
remember,
happens.
kids, it's not the fire that kills them; it's the lack of oxygen.
As the mercenaries went out to headquarters, obviously going to try to snap them one by one. You'll see a couple swimming out through the sea, so there's actually a sea entrance as well.
I don't think they're going to fight. I think they're just trying to get away from fire.
The mercenary captain comes around the corner and says, "Ah, my lady, my have your pet for the day." Sure. Oh, we're being attacked? Oh, this would be interesting. Sure, why not? And she sends a tiny little kitten out with the mercenary captain to pretty much go start to attack you, to start to attack the flame heads.
Yep.
As he gets closer, he runs up, grabs a tree trunk, and starts swinging at the And Larry starts swinging at everything that moves.
Got it. So he's made himself a nice big target for all of the cannons and machine guns.
But what about the cats?
Well, there's also flamethrowers.
Go ahead, use a flamethrower of the cat.
Yeah, we're going to flame. Look, Ty, this isn't.
Ooh, and he just took out a couple of your men already.
Yeah. Yeah. Casualties were expected. So is he immune to bullets, Ty?
No, but the cat is for a little reason.
Yeah.
Because as you try to light him up, the cat literally stands in the way.
I got a phone call, so I'm gonna beat up.
Okay. We'll use an anti-magic shell then. Anti-magic gas shell. That should shut the cat down for good.
Sure, go ahead.
Fire it.
How much damage does a cat take? How much damage does it do?
It doesn't do damage. It's a gas weapon that specifically. Remember, you let me make this, Ty. We don't have a ton of these shells. We have several of them.
Anti-magic shell.
Yeah,
which means is no longer on the effect of magic. That includes druid magic, right?
Yeah, it shuts down all divine or arcane magic.
That's not a good idea. And you see why. Oh boy. Well, I did plan for this. So once the magic shell hits, the kitting goes away, and a great spectral tiger, a great spectral lion comes in. Flaming lion comes in his place.
Fire edition.
In other words, Mrs. Fleur was using her druid magic to make the lion into a cute little kitten.
Guys,
Because it's no longer effective magic, the lion's back.
yeah. I fired one cannon. What about cannons 2 through 5 that are loaded with high explosive?
Oh boy.
So the cat, it might be resistant to bullets. I don't know if it's resistant to high explosive.
No, I don't think a giant fire lion is expected to explode. It's just what blew away. Just when it blew away.
So we just open up on it until it stops moving.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You on this mission, Carrie?
Oh no, I was just commenting.
No, I meant, are you on this mission, Carrie?
I'd have everyone with us that we can.
Yeah.
So
Uh, Beb, the captain points at you is like, you look like you're worth a challenge. As he pretty much toss around the what it calls around, like, come fight me.
And if it's a challenge, I will take you on. As Web is doing. Where is it located? Demanding challenge. So, basically, I declare a challenge to him. So my target must pay attention to me, and so long as the target's within the threshold area of my attacks, he will have a -2 penalty to AC from attacks made by anyone other than me.
And as he sees, and as he gets closer, he pops into a raid and starts. Well, I guess we could get some combat, a little combat for now.
I'd rather not.
Vet versus Captain Steiner.
plus a bunch of my guys, unloading into him with their rifles, with their muskets.
Oh yeah. And
I'll give it this. After every round, we'll see how much damage he takes.
Unsurprisingly, Vet pops into a rage as well.
So Larry have two barbarians, one with a tree trunk, and the other one with a battle axe. This is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I gotta delete this. Gotta remove all turns.
Ooh, 23 for my initiative. It's perception.
So
Oops, sorry.
He got a modifier.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, but he rolled a 13, so just whatever was his end 13 to it.
All right. Could you add me into the initiative tracker?
How the hell does he have a plus 15 to initiative?
And feats, I'm guessing.
To my knowledge, there's not a way to get it that high.
High dex, feats. Those are about the only things I can think of.
Basically, roid rage.
Okay.
It's going to come into the battlefield, or I drag him in.
Yeah, for some reason, give me a sec. There we go. Okay, now it's finally working. For some reason, it wasn't letting me drag it on for some reason. Also, could you add me into the initiative tracker? Thank you. And yes, I'm on mittens.
Oh boy, Bev's first.
Okay. It's like Veb moves right up to the captain. He will begin with a good solid slash. 33.
That hits.
Wow. For 10 points of
Damn.
damage. And Mittens. She'll get an attack in as well. I suspect I moved more than like 5 feet, so I don't think I would get like the full round action.
Nah.
I imagine you're doing a charge.
Yep, I'm doing a charge.
Yep,
That
swing
hits.
back mittens.
Whoops, let's rewrite that. It's supposed to be a d6, not a d20 as far as damage goes. For 11 points of damage from Mittens.
Alright.
Yep. And nice thing about my character, I don't have to go in a straight line to charge, as long as they're in my field of view, thanks to Drunken Charge.
Nice.
God, I wish I had that on my mercenary, on my freaking barbarian.
I'm going to say this, though. If this happens, I have one hell of a rage power.
Oh boy.
If
Captain
it happens,
Steiner goes like, it's been a while since I had a challenge. Let me answer you and your little horse friends. Like, Lion, keep the riff raff busy. And swing one, swing two.
who's the second? Who are the attacks against?
One towards you, one towards Mittens.
Okay, so 26 to Mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. I just said bludgeoning because I'm just too lazy to finish the thing.
Yeah.
After
Well,
this, let's
a
see how
beat
many.
would work.
Let's see how much damage he takes from random fire. At random fire, he takes 19. I'm gonna say it's split in half. Split in half. I'm gonna say that's the 19 after it's split in half.
Oof. Yeah, good old invulnerabilities.
Yeah. Veb goes.
Full on
Okay,
action. Full on action.
full round. Let's do this thing.
Turn him into pork chops.
Attack 1.
That hits.
Attack 2.
That still hit. That hits.
Attack 3.
Damn.
That hits.
Okay, so maybe. Wow.
Jeez.
31 damage ain't bad though. That still hurts.
Man, he
And
needs
you got
to
mittens.
he needs to get back onto arm day. And Mittens with 34.
Alright, that hits.
I find it hilarious that with animal companions they don't like divide the BAP in the same way they do with everything else.
Well, it's because they oftentimes have multiple weapons.
Yep.
Multiple weapons to work with, so it's a little weird.
It is what it is.
Yep.
For an additional 18 points of damage.
Alright. The Merc Captain goes. And he's once again gonna swing his tree trunk and or one of his fires to, well, shoot you. So actually, don't or one of his snipers to shoot you. As well, he's a mercenary captain.
Okay.
So swing one, swing two. This time, both of them are Vib.
All right. 35 obviously hits.
You'll need to
24
confirm it.
hits.
It's a crit. You'll need to confirm it.
All right, so 24 and 24 and 10. Who wants a sniper to shoot you?
Could I counter the sniper with when he pops out of the window, suppressed with machine gun fire?
Uh, go ahead. roll for damage.
Okay, got it. So I'll let me quickly pull up my sheet, and I'll just roll my base range base attack bonus, since I don't know if these things are fully
Did you confirm
magical.
Did you confirm the critical damage or no?
Uh, 23 versus his touch AC.
Yeah, the sniper goes down.
Yeah, the machine gun just lights up that fucking window. Just shredded.
Oh boy.
That's better.
Question, as we're doing this, how are the other patrolling guys doing now that they don't have the reinforcements of this building? Versus around 100 of my guys and 5 tanks coated in machine guns.
Ironically, they're holding their own. It's not because it seems like it's not the first time something attacked this manor, but it's the first time someone came in with such powerful technology before.
Got
So
it.
while they're holding their own, they're still clearing on.
It's at high cost.
They're still clearing on the losing side.
Oh, what was that one for?
I'm just gonna say he takes no damage from you guys shooting him.
Oh, okay. Got it. My guy's a little bit busy with other targets right now.
Yeah, Beb, you're
So
go.
where's this battle happen? Is it happening literally next to the fort that we occupy?
Yeah.
You need some assistance, Kiri?
I think I'm good for now. He says like an oddly cheery sounding voice.
How's this building reacting?
It's on fire, and most of the mercenaries cleared out.
With napalm.
Crap.
Oh my god!
Let me
confirm. Roll to confirm.
Actually, I don't need to because of my rage power. Mighty swing. Automatically confirm critical it hits.
Oh god.
So
keep rolling. Oh.
So we both had. All three of those hit.
Okay, what is the crit range on this thing? I'm gonna first start with the crit first.
Yeah. It's usually either double or triple damage. What kind of weapon is it?
It is a dwarven battle axe, so it's a ×3.
Oof. Yep. I think you just roll 3 times the damage and multiply the modifier damage by 3. So.
Actually, a decent amount of damage this time.
Jesus.
Or 54 for those, and for the other two.
Yeah, you rolled above average damage.
31.
Oof. So he just took 85 damage. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to state this because of another rage power. If somehow Mittens were to get a crit, it's automatic confirmed as well.
Oof. I guess Mittens goes now.
Yep. I'm going to guess that's probably a miss.
Yep, that's... You missed.
I'm guessing not by much.
My God.
Steiner goes like, this is the first time I've felt rushed up battle for a while. Let's keep this going. Healers! Heal me!
Counter with the anti-magic shell. I'm rolling to see if I hit where the healers are.
Alright, so obviously you see the healer running around the corner.
I turn the gun and I fucking body check him with it.
Her.
I body check her with a gas shell.
Alright, so there's no healing magic.
Assuming she didn't die from being direct impacted from a cannon shell.
No, she did die, but she's in pain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just say this: this mercenary had to catch her from busting her ass.
He probably got launched back too, because again, it's a cannon shell.
Alright, to the last then. Swing.
Right.
Swing.
How you
And
doing,
one.
Kiri?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, I'll patch you up on the ride back home.
Is this all against me, or again one me?
No, all against you this time.
All right.
Let's see. Do my guys get a couple of good pot shots in?
Yep. Pop shots. 4
Not so
damage.
much. Not so much. Again, they're busy.
Alright, Kiri, it is your go.
All right.
Yeah, and whatever's going on, my shadows just going around the island, probably even causing more chaos if we can.
Okay, first one hits.
Wow.
Only the first one hits.
For 7 points of damage.
16.
For
You mean
16
16.
points.
Yeah.
Now for mittens. Nope.
Oof.
that misses by a golden mile. Alright. Steiner goes like, I see you don't want me getting help. Fine. Fine. I believe this mercenary company for a reason. Like 1, 2.
Ouchie. How you doing there, Kiri?
Oh, pretty good.
Okay.
And the pop shots. Ooh.
Couple of good hits, get him.
I'm going to say the fire hits it because if I count that, it's going to be the knockout blow. So yeah, Veb, you want to do the honors?
Cut his freaking head off! Ouch.
Ooh.
Damn!
Auto confirm.
Shing!
Well, at least I got that one.
So, how much damage do you do? Do you cut his head off? Jesus fucking Christ.
58. How's he looking?
He looks to the sky as he finally drops his weapon like, this was such a good battle. As he finally as he stakes his war axe onto his side and drops.
I'm claiming that axe.
They see their leader drop, and mercenaries start to scatter.
Excellent.
Oh, yep. Their commander literally just fell in front of them.
Oh yeah. He's not getting up from that.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm going home.
Like I said, I'm
Basically.
claiming that. I'm claiming his axe as right of challenge.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna start having my shadows start moving in. Any retreated mercenaries, you're gonna capture a kill.
Yep. We'll start
What?
securing the building. My guys will start storming the building.
Right.
Before
Obviously,
they
the only mercenaries that didn't retreat because they couldn't was the snipers. Was the rooftop snipers. So still be careful of those.
Uh,
Oh, I'd be
Don't worry.
shooting at them as well.
Don't worry. The flamethrowers are at the front. We're not taking any chances, Ty.
Oh boy.
We'll burn out the snipers if we have to. We'll also start lobbing shells onto the roof. High explosive.
This. So you run in and you find Lady Fleur, surprised as she's trying to whistle her cat back.
The one we blew up.
Like, come here, come here. Why name her cat? Angel. Come here, Angel.
I'll
Angel.
walk in wearing my gas mask and go, "Are you speaking of the celestial lion that we turned into chunks of meat?"
You can't defeat Angel. It's just Angel's a good kitty.
Archimedes, if you would do the honor. The mechanical owl sitting on my shoulder, its eyes kind of open, its beak opens up and fires a paralysis shot at her. So, 30 versus her touch. She needs to roll fort save.
And she doesn't have much force as she's not armored, so.
What's the modifier she has on that?
Huh?
What's the modifier she has on that? You just roll a d20.
No, the modifier she knows a 19.
Okay, she barely loses because I think it's a DC 20 or 21. So she's paralyzed, and we bring out the metal breastplate to put on her. Manacles shut her down as we drag her out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll order the rest of the mercenaries just be executed, even the ones that are captured. The rest of the mercenaries I order executed, unless they have some value that we could get out of them.
Define value.
No, the rest of the mercenaries either started swimming or taking some of the slaves' hostages and forcing them to swim for them.
So mermaids with spears will just start swimming at.
Or ones that are still in range get machine gunned in the water.
So you defeat the island and you see the slave pretty much dancing on top of of the gunned down and what they call it, corpses.
Nice.
Well, slight issue. No witnesses.
It's not gonna be exactly that hard to kill a slave. Like I can't
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even roll what you
Well,
call it.
Well, the thing is, I have an idea for what we do with this. No one knows we were here. If everyone is dead, the last person that left this island was from the Starlight Republic.
Yeah,
Who are
but
known
she's
for
back
using
home by
magic.
now.
Plausible non-ability.
That's a convenient lie.
Right, well, I assume it's gonna take hours for everything to set up to get back here. So when she cursed out what's it called, she she's got back home.
Well, I guess we'll just leave it as a mystery. We'll make sure anything that ties it to us is collected.
So
All the bodies of our dead.
No one knows what happened.
We'll
That
set
you can't control and or kill.
That will. Yeah.
Question. Did Sewell also burn down the mansion?
After securing any documentation, books,
Oh, yeah,
valuable items, so loading those up
Yep.
into
Oh yeah,
very-
the current documentation shows that yes, they come from old money.
I guess we'll be claiming that to add to our own resource pile.
And
Yup.
and and while the Starlight Republic's contract is torn up, as you can see throughout the floor.
Mhm.
You have contracts for other nations, from war torn ones to to roll to roll to the Sorcerer Republic's valley itself.
Yeah. So we now control the vast majority. So given some time of making sure that none of those captains go independent on us, we're claiming we'll control the vast majority of the maritime trade world.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, so we'll so what will happen now is we'll set explosives in the powder rooms of these. We'll set multiple incendiary bombs in this house. This thing's already burned down. Piles of corpses just everywhere. We load up all of our boys. We leave nothing behind. I assume we lost a handful of our guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The mercenaries and that line doesn't play games.
What percentage of casualties did we lose?
Well, let's see now. You said you send in 100 guys, so
Yeah, with Jesus, 38%.
38 fell.
Could I try to roll a heal check to bring some of them back from the brink?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's total casualty rate. Okay, let me pull up my sheet. What's my heal check at?
Hold on. Didn't we also bring some of the combat medics with us?
Yeah, so they should help out too. So I'm assuming
Yeah,
I'll get a
so-
bonus from them.
And whatever Nameless's heal thing is, and remember, Nameless was the one that trained them.
Gotta use my reroll on that. 45. I rolled a 45.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say that number cuts in half. So originally 40 dropped dead, but thanks to Nameless
Yeah.
and you could bring 20, you could pretty much salvage 20. They're gonna be out for a while.
Got it. So they're gonna need to be in stretchers, but it's not the end of the world. We can get them back to the hospital
Yeah.
patched up, and a couple might have to retire, but they're still alive. Actually, you know what? No,
Not the worst
we can
outcome.
we can fit them with golemoid implants. If they lost an arm, we can just give them a new arm now.
Of course, we have to make this
Yeah.
a voluntary thing. After
Oh, yeah.
all, we are benevolent rulers.
Oh yeah. If they want medical discharge, but we'll say, hey, you want to be part of an experimental weapons program?
And obviously, we want to put forth an incentive. Like, if something
yeah,
does
money.
go wrong, your family will be taken care of for the rest of their
course.
lives.
Of course, So yeah, once the island is secure, the dirigibles come in. We load up. It's a little tight in them, and they're pretty much near max load, I'm assuming. But we are able to fly out to sea, land on a couple of our ships, unload the excess personnel and equipment, specifically the guys that aren't severely injured, and the extra vehicles, and then we fly back to base and have the boats.
All right.
Yeah, drive back to base.
The only thing you see here at the end is you see Captain Steiner get up and raise his hand like we will meet again
We would
before
have killed.
swing back
We would have made
swimming
sure
back before swimming away.
No, we would have made sure he was fucking dead. His body among the tokens that was
I'd have
burned.
chopped his head off.
Yeah,
Oh, you never said you want to do the coup de grace.
we said.
Oh, I saw he dropped dead. He was unconscious. You didn't say you wanted to end him.
Well, like, at the very least, I took his axe.
Yeah. And I said no witnesses, so we would have made sure his body was among the on one of the pyres that we set alight.
Well, you saw Well, you see the death of Captain Steiner and the death of this mercenary company. Then,
Yeah. So, yep. So we're out of there.
so you are back.
Yeah.
Yep. Successful aquatic landing.
First ever successful commando raid.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And we've got the last of the Florida family.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what are you going? So what are you going to do with her?
What you guys? What you do you think we could? Do you think we could ever properly trust her, or should we just feed her to the starving succubus?
I vote succubus.
Yeah, give her false hope.
Yep. So yeah, she'll be brought up
Make
here.
Where?
She'll be brought up to the mines where we have one of the succubuses hidden.
All right.
Oh, amnesia. Is this a permanent spell?
Huh?
No, apparently there's a spell called amnesia. It'll lose most of its memories, its skills, its past, even its name. Had its trouble accessing those game before.
All right. I'll check.
Apparently it's an amnesia. I did not know that spell existed.
Amnesia.
Yep.
All right. You cause the target lose most of his memories, his skills, his past, even his name becomes mysteries to it. While target is building new memories, it has trouble accessing those gained before falling victim to the spell. Target can still speak and read any basic languages, then news or past tasks. So it still speak well. It's pretty much a rich bitch family, so he speak from his any language under the sun. And skills rank before affected by amnesia. It retains base attack bonus, saving throws, combat maneuver, blah blah blah. If target gains level while it suffers from amnesia, it gains abilities to class normally. If the amnesia is cured, then it gains the
Yeah.
full abilities. Amnesia can only be removed by heal, limited risk, miracle, psychic spells, or wish.
I don't know if we want to attempt that, Jimpan, because a heal spell is not the hardest thing to come across.
But the rest are.
Yeah. So, all in favor of feeding her to the succubus?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, give her the false hope that
Yep.
maybe we can work it. Like, oh, we can work out something.
So we're
Toss her in
marching.
the snow.
So we're marching her into this into a hidden area of the mines.
And I'm marching with Sewell because I have a good one-liner for her.
Yep. How is she? How is she acting?
She is pissed. Like I can't believe my parent trusted that for generations. Now my brother-in-law is going to take over the empire.
Oh, you run under the assumption that we're not taking over your empire, at least most of it.
Like, what do you mean? My brother, unlike my family, my brother-in-law leads a quote-unquote humble life.
We have most of the documentations. We know where you've hid most of your money. Wouldn't be that hard to collect it as well as convince the various captains to work for us instead. The rest the rest goes to either go independent or to your brother-in-law.
In fact, the only way you could tell that it's a it's part of Fleur family is by this car, but he rarely pulls it out unless he needs to go on business. Wait, what's that? Why is she red to have a tail?
Have fun. Shove her in. Close the door.
Ah, boy.
And again, this is a succubus on a starvation diet.
Yeah. A succubus on starvation diet versus versus
A rich
versus,
bitch.
versus what's it versus what's it called was I assume is going to be clapped in irons.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, powerful druid or whatever.
Yep.
Actually the doll is the most powerful. She's that spell she used to turn the Mistral Mine into a house cat. That's her most powerful spell.
Well, now she's in a room with a succubus on a starve. It's
Mm-hmm.
been starving.
All right. So what you so what you plan? So what's the plan now?
Well, for one, get control of as much of that empire as we can before the other vultures get to it.
All right. The only vultures you have to worry about right now is Mr. Flora's blood. Mr. Flora's brother, who, like I said, like his wife Fez, is very humble. So he's not gonna have a team of mercenaries around.
He'll be able to legally grab a chunk of it, but we can get most of
Say
it.
again.
Oh, he legally can grab probably a chunk of it, which whatever. I'm just worried about getting the vast majority of the maritime shipping empire, maritime shipping. I don't care if there's a couple
Yeah,
of
but
smaller players floating
you
around.
realize one thing. Their maritime shipping is to war torn lands and third world countries.
Hmm. Yeah,
In other words, you need your army to help you. You need your army to help you out. That's the only reason why the Starlight Republic tore up the contract because hey, we have a navy. I have to send my navy to get the supplies, and plus my friend is literally going up, pretty much shutting down wars. He'll literally just tell us, "Hey, this war is done. If you need to help turn this into a first world country, go right ahead."
yeah. People get resentful when you stop their wars through fear and force.
You still don't realize that the necromancer does not care.
Yeah, he's making more problems for himself in the wrong one, which I'm completely fine with. So, and the thing is, Ty, yeah. So we can now expand into having a merchant marines to make sure our ships are safe, as well as start producing armed merchant vessels. I
Uh,
don't see any downsides to this, Ty.
Seeing that the Starlight Republic is doing the same thing, they can't complain, so go ahead.
Yeah. So, yeah. And the thing is, last I checked, the Starlight Republic was throttled for raw resources. We're not.
yeah, it took her God knows how many months it took to build up pretty much a basic navy. While let's just say this: what took her years, you got done with months.
Yeah. our shipyards are expanding, and because now there's probably an even bigger grab for resources since the Flores, the Flores shipping empire is currently in chaos because the head of it's gone. The headquarters has been burned to the ground. I've got to imagine that everyone is clamoring for supplies right now.
But yeah, you see a newspaper a couple of days later, and literally everyone started trying to start up like new merchant marine companies.
Yep. And we've got the jump on it, so I'm presuming that we can use resources to buy out some of these companies over time.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess I'll design a new ship, though. Kind of a standard merchant marine vessel. Time to do engineering.
Hey, I have
Do
to
best.
get going here. You guys
53.
take care.
See you later, man. Yep. So 53 to design design a mostly metal steam powered vessel that also has some of those steam cannons on board.
You get the what's it called, get started.
Mm-hmm. The dockyards will start working on the hulls. I'm assuming the hull design is pretty simple. It's just getting the detail-y works dealt with is going to take the longest. So the keels can be laid.
I guess I'll leave you with this for this week.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Geos tries to contact you, like, what's it called? One come in.
What do you need?
I don't know why, but the Fleurs have started to say some weird chants. Should I be concerned about this?
Dose them with the long-lasting. Dose them with the long-lasting anti-magic chemical stuff. Make sure that they're shut down completely.
We did, but they're still trying to say the chants.
Are our sorcerers noticing any magic coming from them while they're doing that?
Not yet, but the thing I was concerned about is we recognize one of the words as Prince Finn, aka the Demon Prince.
Okay then. Congratulations. They have now lost their right to being conscious. Have the medics come over and put them into medically induced comas. We'll keep them unconscious completely.
Yes, sir. Now, did they spell complete? Well, we'll find out next session.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also have them move to a new facility in secret.
Remember, eventually, I go back to the main castle to be executed.
Well, fake execution, but yeah.
Huh?
Fake execution, but yeah.
Fake execution?
Yeah, well, the dad we're probably going to feed to the succubus. The girl might have some use if we fully brainwash her.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, we've got the brainwashing machine. We could theoretically, even though I know it'll weaken her powers, we could convert her into somebody that just boosts agricultural yield for the rest of her days.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. Waste not, want not. She's a druid.
That is true.
I'm being called out.
Let me shut down the recording real quick.